Hey there, it's Clumpkin. I hope you're all having an amazing day. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm happy for you to be here. Today's topic um, is, I guess, about time and the future. Just some interesting conversation stuff because I have a problem thinking about that stuff. Like, I think about it a lot. Um, so, yeah, the future. Um, I am kind of scared of the future. Well, kind of might be an understatement. Just, I don't want to report. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I think about it a lot, and it's a really weird perspective thing because um, it's a really weird perspective thing because I was thinking this morning. I was just chilling, and I kind of realized that I kind of realized that this is I'm in the summer and I have the day of recording this is the 24th of June and I don't have much longer of summer left. And once that's done, I'm a junior in high school, which is absolutely something I never thought I would get to yet. Which is kind of insane because I feel like I was just a freshman and now I'm going to be a junior. And it's surreal, I think. It's really weird. It kind of scares me because I'm getting closer to college, and I th- I don't think I'll ever really be ready. I'll just have to go with it, you know. I don't think anyone's ever ready. I think you just have to go with it, you know. You just have to do it. Um, and I say some nerdy shit. So it's nerdy, but I kind of think of the one quote that Peter B. Parker said in Spider Man Into the Spider Verse when Miles asks him, "How do I know I'm ready?" And Peter says, "You don't. It's a leap of faith." And it's true because I don't feel ready for anything about the future at all. It's all so mysterious and uncertain, and it's kind of scary. So I'm just not ready for that stuff, but I don't think I ever will be. I think I'm just gonna get used to it once I enter it. You cross the bridge when you get there, type of thing. And I think that's okay. Um, I'm kind of I'm kind of accepting the fact that I'm gonna have to grow up and get older. Because another thing I was thinking of, which was kind of crazy to me, was that I'm only I'm not gonna be a child forever. Like I don't think I've ever said my age on this account, but I'm 16. I've been 16 for about 3 months, over 3 months. I'm not gonna be a kid forever. I have 2 years until I'm legally an adult. That's nothing. Like 2 years is I'm gonna have to start paying bills. I One thing that really kind of scares me. Like it's again, it's a thing I'll get used. I'll have to do and I'll get used to. But like I'm gonna have to at some point get a job. I'm gonna have to start working. I'm gonna have bills. Um, you know, I'm gonna have try to probably provide for people at some point. But that's more the distant future. Like there's so much stuff I'm gonna have to figure out, and I just don't know where to start. And I guess it's kind of why we have parents. It's because they're supposed to teach us about that stuff, and they're supposed to help us and guide us through that. Um, I feel really lucky that I have parents that I can ask questions about that stuff about because I feel, you know, people without like I'm not a brave. Okay, so I just feel very lucky that I have that, because there are people who don't, and they still grow up and get through life, and I think it makes me feel a little better that even with not as much support, people can still succeed in life. Um, and that's not always the case, but I find comfort in it that it is that like that can happen. But that's also like I'm not those people. I don't know if I'm like as strong as those people or as brave as those people, but it comes a time, you know, like it'll I don't know, it'll happen. One thing I'm also a little about the future is just school. Also relate like yeah, college. Like I feel like there's a bit of I'm gonna feel it this year in my junior year probably about the whole college thing and the rush to get the college. Like people are gonna be asking me, so what colleges are you thinking about? All that stuff, and that's cool. It's a regular question, but I'm just not. I'm already getting asked about what colleges am I thinking about. I've only looked at like three, and not even like seriously looking at them. It's just because I'm like they're just kind of there. Like I'm not ready. I'm not fully ready to start thinking about that because in my mind, I still feel like I'm 14 years old. Like I still feel like it's 2021. Not really. I don't really feel like it's still 2021, but I feel like I still feel like I have like 6 more years till I'm an adult. I guess 18 isn't really adulthood. Like I'm still a teenager at 18. Um, I'm still a teenager at 18. I have 2 more years till after I'm 18 till I'm 20, which is such a such a mind. I was gonna swear, but I don't want to swear on this channel that much. It's such like a mind-boggling thing to think of, and yeah, it's just crazy. What else is there? There's you know, I also there's a bunch of stuff I have to focus on. I guess like there's relationships, maybe. not that I've Not that I've really worried about that for the last 16 years anyway, I guess, but I feel like at some point in my life I'm gonna have to worry about it and try to get in one maybe at some point. Um, but yeah. One thing that has helped me with the fact that I'm inevitably gonna age and get old and that kind of those terrifying little thoughts in the back of my head um, is that there's this YouTube channel. I have a lot of YouTube inspirations. I have a lot of people. There's a lot of YouTubers who kind of inspire me, and you know they're really cool. And Anthpo is one that I've watched his channel since the whole Perry the Platypus stuff, like since he was in high school. You know, and then he made videos when he was in college, and I don't think he ever really recorded his college life as in like testing and classes, but he most of the videos I saw was him doing stuff outside of it, and it made it a lot less scary because his life didn't just seem like all classes and stress. But it's also the internet, so he can like choose what to put out there. So for all I know, he could have been very stressed during that, but I just don't know that. Um, but yeah, he his videos make me feel a little less scared about growing up because I see how much fun he has, and just how I guess, unnervous he is about it. And I guess he may or may not have already come to terms with growing up. I don't know. I sort of have. But I always have those days where I'm thinking about it and I get terrified. Damn, this has been a really depressing episode. Yeah, so let's talk about something a little more interesting, still related to time, I guess in general. Time perception. Time perception is crazy. Because time perception is insane. Because I'm already like over almost a month into summer. I feel like I've done nothing, but I also feel like I've done everything. It's really weird. And it's going by way too fast. Like, when I put into perspective, school is 10 months, and I only get about 2 of those, and I only get 2 months of no school. Which I guess is kind of normal. I just don't know. When I put it that way, it just seems really weird to me. Yeah. Yeah, but time perspective is really weird. Like doing something that you enjoy makes time go really fast, but doing something that bores you makes time go really like it's time perspective is really cool, but also really weird. And yeah, time. It's a hell of a thing. I know. I was thinking to myself before I made this video what my topic was gonna be, and the only topic I can think of was time and the future. And that's a bad topic. I think it's a topic that needs to be talked about because time is inevitable and it's always moving and you know, it's always moving and we're always gonna have to deal with it and you can't stop it and yada yada yada. Time. So I think it's okay. You know, time. I've accepted it to a degree that I'm never gonna be able to stop it. And that's okay. I think another thing that's kind of jarring is nothing's guaranteed, right? So like in my brain, I'm always scared of growing old, but really I could die at any time. Like absolutely nothing for me is guaranteed. I could post this video and die 15 minutes later. Like I am not guaranteed to live to an old age. And I probably won't anyway because of the state of the world, maybe, unless it gets better. But yeah, you know, it's very interesting stuff to think about, very deep stuff to think about. Like, it makes me feel very, I don't know, a little more about perspective, because this whole time thing's getting a little sad, but I guess the perspective thing isn't any better. But a little bit about perspective, it's kind of why I like cameras and imagery so much, is that perspective is so interesting. But perspective isn't necessarily only a video and photography thing. It's just a life thing. Like, in a cosmic sense, we are incredibly small and insignificant. But in a planetary sense, you know, we're also not the largest thing in the world. But we're also like, on a planetary sense, we can feel very big, you know, and very important. So it's kind of interesting. And I think I don't mind being insignificant in the grand scheme of things because I'm not a part of the grand scheme of things, really. I'm here. Like I'm me, I'm here. And to me I feel a part of something, even if that thing in a big way, in the big picture, even if in the big picture it doesn't matter, it matters to me, and I think that's enough. Because I don't want the vastness of the universe to make me feel less important, you know. And maybe I'm not. But I don't want something I can't control to really dictate that. You know, I think this is also a nice side lesson. Your importance and your significance is, I don't want you, if you're having like kind of worth problems, your worth is not built from other people. Your worth is built from you. You are worth something. I just want anyone watching this to know that you are worth something. You're worth something to care. You're worth caring about. That's what I'm trying to say. I guess I'm so bad with this stuff. I might be phrasing it wrong, but like, I'm probably phrasing this in such a terrible way, but I feel like I hope I'm getting the idea here across. Like, you are important. You matter, I'd say, right? You're significant. I don't know. What am I saying? So, this is kind of why I don't like these. I'm probably going to start editing soon because these raw videos are kind of getting harder and harder for me to talk. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is don't base your worth off of other people. Base your worth off yourself. So, and I know that's really hard to do, because humans are very, I guess, social creatures, and because of social media, it's so easy to see other people and their lives, and we kind of base ourselves off of them. And it's really easy to do that and think negatively of ourselves. But, you know, it's not, you shouldn't feel less worthy because you think someone has a better life than you. And, you know, maybe you think that's the case, maybe you don't. I don't want anyone to think that they're less special just because someone else has something better than them. Because I think the fact that you're alive right now, at this time, in the world, we're sharing, we currently share the same planet, I think, is awesome. There's about 8 billion people, or almost 8 billion people on this planet. And the fact that we're all here together at this moment, at this time, is really cool. With hundreds of people or thousands being born today, like more and more people joining us at this time, sharing the experience, sharing the same planet. I think that's really cool. And it's a very interesting perspective to have too. It's a little more of a positive perspective, trying to switch it up, trying to lighten the mood. It's a bit of a more positive perspective. So, you know. Yeah, so I feel like I've been rambling for a minute, for a little too long. This video might be already past like 15 minutes. So, yeah, I hope I didn't make y'all too sad. I'm gonna think about whether this is a good video to post or not. If you're new to the channel, if this is your first video watching on the channel, I'm sorry. This is probably not the best first impression. I really recommend watching my other videos. I feel like they're a little better than this one. And a little bit funnier. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. If you don't mind, like and subscribe. Maybe it's up to you. It'd just be nice. But you don't have to. It's completely your decision. And I'm gonna take a book. I'm gonna take a page out of one of my other YouTuber inspirations and say, have a great day. Don't forget to tell someone you love them. I'll see y'all later. Peace.